One. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Unsolicited Role Models, the role models you may not want, but you may just need. I promised more episodes at family parties, and we got them. We got Lewis right here. Lewis, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
We got Andrew Brem right here. Andrew, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Said, how you doing?
Remember, you started the show technically back during the COVID days.
Okay. I didn't know that.
The creator.
I didn't know that. All right,
And
Andrew.
And first time guest, Miles. Miles, what brings you to the table?
Oh, man, every so often you got to talk. You got to talk. So I'm here. Yeah, you got to let it out. You got to
Now,
talk.
I don't know much about you.
Okay.
You voted for Kamala?
Straight to the point.
I'm just asking.
No, I like that. I like that.
I'm just asking who he
All right, well, let
voted
me
for.
say. All right, I'm originally from upstate New York by way of Jersey because I've been out here since I was 18. I will say no, absolutely not. I did not vote for Kamala. I will say, I don't have no gripes with Kamala. I don't think she's the right fit to lead the country. That's all.
Because I heard back in the day you were anti-Trump, like anti.
Yeah, back in the day, let's say first when Trump first came on the scene, I did not think that Trump was a presidential candidate.
He's still in.
Like he was, he was going up there talking crazy. He did the Rosie O'Donnell thing. He was talking a lot. Curse, right? We curse?
Yeah, I don't care.
He was talking a lot of shit. But when he got elected, a lot of people were mad. Even me, I wasn't mad, but I was like, really? We're gonna elect a guy that's a social media star? Or not necessarily a social media star, but a reality TV star.
Oh, hold
I'm
on.
like, how is this guy gonna run the
Don't go
country?
reality TV star.
Yeah, reality. Donald Trump at that time, he's a big guy.
He's a businessman.
Yeah.
I want to consider him just a reality TV star.
From being a realtor, actually just thought that he was a reality TV.
I'll say
Like,
this.
a lot of people just met him from the TV.
Yeah.
show,
From Donald Trump's beginnings, from at least you could say from the 80s to the 90s, he was known as a tycoon,
Yeah.
businessman. But from the 2000s, I don't know what year he started the show, but in the 2000s, okay,
Mainstream.
the Apprentice was a really big show. It was so big that we watched it in school.
Yeah.
So to me, at that time in 2016, I'm like, yo, this guy's a reality TV star. Like, why would we do this? He's not a politician. And even in 2020, I still was like, Donald Trump, he's just a guy that talk a lot of shit. Why would we have him lead the country? And then I experienced that 4 years, and I was like, they doing too much. Honestly, what attracted me to Trump was everything that they were doing to him. He had like 4 different cases on him. They were trying to indict him. And the same, they'll sit here and tell you about, you can't deliberately try to attack a political opponent to try to stop him from having office. But they're literally doing that right now. They're literally doing
case
that.
after case.
Case after case after case after case. And to me, it's like, you guys are projecting. You guys are saying that he shouldn't do that, but then you guys are doing it. So there was
all the
there was
time.
a level of hypocrisy that I seen, and I really wasn't feeling that. But even then, I've been a Democrat my whole life. My mother and my father Democrats, my brother and my sister Democrats, my family Democrats. You know what I'm saying? So when this election came around, it was just like, what really turned me off of voting Democrat was when, it's crazy. It's not really crazy, but when Joe Biden traded Brittany Griner for the Merchant of Death, I was like, oh, this guy he's not a negotiator.
No.
What? Brittany Griner's not even top 10 in the WNBA. Why would you do this? Why in the world would you do this? She's not even the reason why the WNBA is good.
That's a good point.
Brittany
No
Griner.
one cares about Brittany Griner.
And I knew that it wasn't because of her status, it was because of her sexuality. Because her wife was going really hard in the media, was saying, "Oh well, I need to get my wife out." Da da da. They're trying to downsize what she did, because in our country, okay, you got like, what was it, like a weed pen, vape pen?
Something
She
like
had
that.
something like that.
It's harmless.
Yeah, it's hard in our country. It ain't nothing. I mean, we got dispensaries everywhere. You know what I mean? In certain places of the country, but you're in another country. You made that choice, so you can't then get locked up for something that was against their custom and their law, and then turn around and say, "Well, it's an injustice," and then turn around and
Can
then
we explain who that dude is? The Margin of Death. What is it?
over here, the Merchant of
Yeah,
Death. I don't
yeah.
know his name, but it was like a Russian guy. He was like selling arms.
Yes.
He was like part of the reason why a lot of people had like weapons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't quote me on that. I just know from my knowledge of who the Merchant of Death was. Yeah.
Make it clear.
Wait, hold up. Remember the movie with Nicolas Cage? Something of War. What was it? God of
Swordfish?
No. No, that's John Travolta. Remember, what was it? Something of War, or something. It was what's it dude? The dude that was in it was
Chunky dude.
Whatever. Dude, from what I heard, the Merchant of Death, that movie was after him. And if you've seen that movie, it was, damn, I really can't think of the movie. It was something war.
Yeah, he was locked
But
up
he
for
was selling arms.
weapons of mass
Exactly.
destruction to
He was in
terrorists
Africa. He was
organizations,
everywhere.
yeah.
Exactly. He was everywhere just selling weapons.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, did we really trade this dude?
So, and I think like everyone
Brittany
likes,
Griner?
like, and everyone likes to say, "Oh, you're in a cult. You're brainwashed for voting Trump." That's what they like to dictate towards us, that you're in a cult.
But here's the thing. This is what I'll say. So what? How about that? Let's just go with that. Let's go with that narrative. All right, we're in a cult. I'm not saying I'm in a cult because honestly, I'm not even gonna say I'm a Republican. I'm just saying I'm more conservative leaning. But
Oh yeah, me
if
too.
if people say that you're in a cult, so what? Now what? What are you gonna do about
But
it?
how would you consider that a
cares?
cult? Why? How would you consider that a cult? Because remember, you were on the other side. No offense, you were on the other side.
I was on the other side for a while. I voted for Obama because he was black. I didn't vote for him because of policy. I did it because he was black.
War dog.
So basically, identity politics.
Yeah, it was.
And
Honestly.
I wanted to vote for John McCain, even though I was only 9. I wanted John McCain to win because I was in 4th grade when I wanted him to win,
Really?
and
So you was ahead of your time.
yeah, but
You
my
was way ahead of
reasoning-
your time.
But
What
my
was your
reasoning
reasoning?
behind John McCain winning, like I wanted for John McCain to win.
Because he was a POW.
No, because he was a handsome old white guy.
Well, yeah, George Washington. If you think about all the presidents, George Washington, John Adams.
He
John
was
Adams,
like a
James
traditional,
Madison,
He's just,
John Quincy Adams.
yeah.
traditional old.
James Buchanan.
But I hate the whole
Andrew
idea.
Garfield.
Typical.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. So what? They were all white guys.
Yeah.
So what? So because we had a whole bunch of white presidents, we need to have a black person or a person of color, of any race.
Or a woman
Or a
in
woman.
office, yeah.
So we need that because it hasn't happened yet. There's no logic in that. That's just an opinion. That's just how people feel. And your feelings fade. You got people don't I think the mass majority of the country don't understand that feelings come and go. All right? You could be happy 1 minute and be upset the next minute. And you can make decisions based on how you feel. And I mean, it's
Unless you're on the left, then you're always miserable.
well, yeah, I mean, I feel like I haven't seen someone on the left super happy in a long time. It seems like they're always talking about pain and misery, and they're always talking about, well, it's the end of the world. The sky is
Trump
falling,
did
and guess
this,
what?
oh
Every single
no.
time I look up, I don't see nothing falling from the sky.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to World War III.
The world was supposed to end in
But with
2012.
we bombed Iran. All of a sudden, the world is ending. We're going back to war. What war? We haven't been in war.
We haven't.
Our
I
budget is
mean-
being lied to. like the world was gonna end during like
2000
climate
Y2K.
change. Yeah.
I remember
2012.
I remember Y2K was a big thing. I remember
Lied.
that. I remember that. And Nick, at that time, even I was worried about. I was like, they're talking about the clocks and the computers.
We have to
How
vote for
it-
them because we got to save the world.
I remember that. I remember
There's
that, man.
always a lie
It
with
was a big thing. It was really, really big. But we still here.
Yeah.
25 years later. It's 2025.
And people like, I was like, oh, how can you vote for that guy who's a threat to democracy?
Well, I'll say this. He was democratically chosen. So the threat to democracy would be choosing somebody that the people didn't vote for.
Yeah, they installed Kamala.
Yes.
And here's the thing, I'm not a hater. It is what it is. Democrats they had power. The last 20 years, they had 16 years of power. Within the
Obama
last 20.
8, Biden 4.
I mean, you could say Biden was his third term. Some people will say that.
Yeah.
So 12 years.
So 12 out of the last 20 years. Was it 20?
Yeah, or
So
12 out of the last
15.
18.
8 and 4, 12 and then 4.
12 out of like
16.
the last 18.
So they had it all this time. And what? Like, how can you hear people like Hakeem Jeffries will say, well, Trump said on the first day of his
He was gonna
presidency.
bring down the prices.
But he did. He
No,
signed.
but
he,
they try to be like, oh, on the first day.
but he did.
No,
He signed
it
the
only was
executive order.
once, and it started dropping.
But
the price started dropping.
if you understand
It
economics,
takes years to
yes,
fix things.
it takes years. Like, we're still in Biden's economy right
Yes,
now.
yes.
So it takes years. And I'll
know
tell
the
you
tax
this.
cuts go into effect January. The first executive order and the first thing that passed in Congress was that big beautiful bill.
Yeah.
It's going into effect January.
Yeah, no tax on tips, no tax
Yeah.
on overtime.
Yeah. Oh man, that'll be lovely.
So-
He's even. I mean, one thing about Trump, I will say, what he needs to stop doing is saying what
He's gonna do.
he's gonna do or what he wants to have
How he's
happen,
gonna do it.
and then it just sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
I think what Trump needs to do is just do something and then talk about it, because Trump was talking about giving everybody what was it, the checks from
the checks.
tariffs.
Yeah.
And then even people I got friends,
mad right now.
yeah, I got friends
Because
on
he's
the
not
other
gonna get
side
back.
that was talking like, well, Trump is lying. He's not going to do that. And even I'm like, I mean, you never know. He might
When
do
he
it.
did
And then he didn't
He
do
was
it. So I was
he
like,
put his name on the check. Remember?
yeah.
Yeah, but how can he do that when you have every judge blocking what he wants to do?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as of right now, this is what I'll say. I know Trump is playing chess. It's really, really hard to pass policy and to really govern the country when you have a whole entire party that's against everything that you're doing. And not only that, but they have the whole media. The only media that Trump really has is, besides podcasts, he has Fox News, and that's it. The liberals have
50-50.
ABC
50-50
News.
with Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fox actually
Fox,
has
that's it.
a few hours that are
Newsmax.
all, yeah.
Yeah.
they're all like liberal hosts.
See, but this is what I try to tell people. How do you know we were brainwashing to voting Trump? Because the way I look at it is, as someone that's an independent, I always wanted someone like a Donald Trump to run. Someone that's going to go in there and not play by their rules. Someone that's going to disrupt the system. Someone's not going to play their game. Someone's that's going to mess around with Washington and do what he wants to do and what he thinks is right for the country. That's why come 2028, if Stephen A. Smith is a nominee, even if he's a Democratic nominee, I'm voting for Stephen A. Smith. I'm voting for someone like Mark
Hell
Cuban.
no.
Well, this
No,
is
you
what
don't
I'll
want
say.
Stephen A?
No.
Nah, I don't want
I'm gonna
Stephen A.
I'm gonna say this about him. He's actually a little bit common sense.
Stephen A. is why? All right, so
The
Listen,
only thing I don't
listen.
like about him that he wants to be politically correct a lot.
Listen,
why don't you like
Hey,
Stephen A?
and he's
You're not
gonna
going to
say
be a
he
Stephen A.
might
guy.
go like a pretzel the minute he gets into office. 'Cause he
Stephen
is
A.
political.
Smith, he does have common sense. I will say that. But the problem is that Stephen A. will, in one voice, he'll talk about Kamala, but then still vote for her. So it's like,
That's what I
how
say.
can
He
you
wants to
say
be
all this
politically
stuff about
correct.
Kamala, but then you're still going to vote for her? How can you say, oh, yeah, he may not support Trump? A lot
Based
of
on that, he's not getting my vote because you just lit up a light bulb.
But most recently, Like he was grinding Democrats up. But then people within the black community that have voices on social media was coming down on him and telling him, oh, and within the black community, if you're not like, there's a lot of black people that vote Democrat. So if you're not within that diaspora, they'll turn around and say like, you're a sellout, you this and you that, whatever. Stephen A.
Take care, guys.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Take care, buddy. Good to see you.
Stephen A. will grind Democrats up and then still vote for the people that he grinds up.
No, pre-recorded.
Have your parents still alive?
No.
No, they're not. Who's your oldest sibling in your family?
My
Or
brother
your
Paco.
oldest living relative? Have them videotape them talking about all of your siblings and record that now.
That'll be
Do
awesome.
that.
That'll be awesome.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see
All
you.
right.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, man. Have a good time. Have a good
Yeah, I
night.
didn't believe you were 44.
So,
Black don't crack me. Spanish don't crack.
that's what she
I'm glad you said that, not me.
I don't care. I'll talk about all that. Stephen A. will grind up Democrats and then still vote for the same people that are making nonsensical.
Kamala would destroy the country.
Then why does
But
he
he was
attack
still
them?
no, he said, but I'm still gonna vote
because-
for her because she would be. It would be what he said. It would be like a historical. Like, it would
But
be
that's
like
the thing.
first
Like,
black
but
African-American-
that's so.
when she's actually not
That's shallow.
African-American.
That's super
When she
shallow.
ran for the Senate, she ran and won as the first Indian American. In the
Yeah,
Senate.
because she didn't put black.
She
right?
didn't put
She
black.
didn't like.
Exactly.
And even so, I'll say this. Even as a Jamaican, Jamaicans don't consider themselves black.
Yeah.
They say that they're Jamaican.
They're Jamaican.
Jamaicans are very proud. They're very proud of their heritage. So, I mean, she ran on being black. And here's the thing: I don't even have no personal gripe with Kamala. I actually think Kamala is cool. But guess what? To lead the country? Hell no.
I think she's corrupt.
Hell.
Like I know a little bit enough about
But
her.
here's
to
it.
be like,
But everybody up there is corrupt, some
Yes.
type of way.
Yeah.
Like if you think about a billionaire right now, any billionaire right now, do you think that they were a billionaire and they didn't do somebody dirty?
No, I think they all did.
Yeah.
Okay, Republican or Democrat?
Like, I think Trump did stuff as a businessman,
Okay,
but I don't. People like to bring up, his bankruptcies. I don't care if he bankrupt.
people.
I don't care if he did that as
That's
a
what you do.
businessman.
Bro,
That's
50
what you do.
50 Cent.
Companies going down.
50 Cent claimed big. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on this, but I think 50 Cent claimed bankruptcy, and people still say that 50 Cent is a really good businessman.
Yeah.
So the rules are different for Trump. They're just different for Trump. When Trump was a Democrat first,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Right?
he ran as a Republican, but everybody knows he's the Democrat.
He's a Democrat.
Think about
He's
it.
been a Democrat elected Republican. Right
He's a
now.
Democrat.
People don't know that.
Because think about it. His view on abortion, he doesn't say ban abortion. He says,
He says leave it up to the states.
Leave it up to the state.
if Donald Trump was hard right, he would say, yo, nah.
Order or banned.
Yeah. He didn't ban it. Kamala Harris ran on abortion and ran on like the whole sexuality thing. She had something when she was talking about price gouging. Whether or not it was right or wrong, she had something there. But then she turned around and I seen her on a commercial and she was on a couch with a whole bunch of, she was talking about LGBT and she was talking about the transgenders, and that's what really took over, that and abortion. How you gonna run on abortion?
Yeah, that was
And the only people that are affected by abortion are half the population, which are women. And we can't even talk about it. If a man talks about abortion, they're gonna talk crazy about
But
him.
that was their whole main.
My body, my choice is the.
It's
slogan.
a double standard.
But that
And
was
double
their
standards.
that was their main thing that they were running on.
You can't run
Trump
on
is going to ban
one
abortion,
issue. You can't run on
and
one
Trump
issue.
is going to take away gay marriage, which neither have been taken away.
They said Trump is authoritarian. If Trump was authoritarian, remember that list? Remember Rachel Maddow was on the news and she was talking about how she was scared that she was gonna get put in a
Concentration camp.
Rachel Maddow is still getting like 25 million per episode or whatever her salary is, and she's still on the news. Where's the gas chamber that you were gonna get sent to? Where are the arrests? See, I'll say this. I think controversy on the right. I think what people are dissatisfied as far as conservatives, they think that Trump needs to do more. The Democrats are talking about Trump is doing too much. The conservatives, the real hard conservatives, especially the MAGA guys, they're saying, yo, Trump hasn't even arrested anybody. Letitia James, James Comey, acquitted. Who's been arrested? It's been 10 months. It's almost been a year. Who's been arrested? Nobody.
To me, it's simple with Kamala.
What happened to that list that he was going to arrest everybody? He was going to throw them into jail.
But that's because
Who?
he's going like
It
he
didn't
said,
happen.
He doesn't go by the book, but he is going by the book.
But the Democrats, remember what they said? They said, we will remember what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And not
get in
if,
power.
when we get in power, we're going to remember what y'all did. And we're going to lock y'all up. Didn't they say, hold up. Didn't they say that it was wrong for you to try to lock up your political opponents? Isn't that against the law? Isn't that like against the law, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that. Didn't they say that? But then they could come out on the news and say,
Lock him up.
you, and you. Y'all were following Trump, right? Oh yeah, we gonna lock y'all up when we get in power.
Yeah.
They don't even have the advantage. They have no leverage. But they could come out and say we're gonna lock y'all up. The people in power, they're saying this and they don't even have power.
Check this out with Kamala. Real quick, Kamala Harris. The reason I didn't vote for her, so people know this is the type of person she is. There's a video of her saying the reason people like teens don't vote or they don't give the rights for teens to vote because they're stupid. Literally.
Yeah, she did say that.
We don't let teens vote.
But now
They're
she's
too
talking
young
about people 16 years old
because
should vote.
you can't be 15. Yeah.
It's a
Because they're
contradiction, bro.
stupid. This
It's
is why
always
we don't let them
hypocrisy.
vote, because they're ignorant. They don't know about
But-
politics.
and
And then she tried to pass a law to stay in power. During their election, she was begging the Congress to pass a law to allow 15 to 18-year-olds to vote.
But these 18-year-olds all believe the same thing. Americans are oppressed.
Yes.
Police are bad.
Well, I mean, there's this narrative where it's like, it's almost like that people act like it's an entitlement thing. They act like the government is supposed to do for them, and oh well, we can't do for ourselves because there's no jobs, there's no salary, and there's truth to that. But America was built on skill, innovation.
Yeah, it's a land of opportunity. Now it became the land of entitlement. Give
How-
me this, give me that, give me free college.
If you have
Give me that.
If you have a
Money.
society that's solely dependent on the government, if everybody's equal, they want to try to do this egalitarianism. If everybody's equal, why would I try to do better if I don't have to? People don't understand nowadays what human beings are. Human beings, the thing where they say work harder or work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
So what would be the smart thing? Okay, if they're gonna give me Section 8, they're gonna give me food stamps. I can't make this much money, but I can get all this, and then I can save my money and I can get whatever I want. I mean, honestly, that's a smart thing to do. But if everybody's doing that, how are you ever gonna move forward? You can't move forward like that. You need competition. And here's the thing.
I agree with that.
People talk about communism, socialism. I'll say this. From what I learned, I took an economics class. So I kind of learned this thing like very recently. Communism is a command system. People talk about communism like it's an evil thing. It's not evil. It's just a different form of government. Communism works in a small country. See, the reason why communism doesn't work in a place like America is because if I want those Jordan 1s that he got,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe I want those in black and white. Maybe I want them in black and red. The government, if the government is spread too thin, they're not going to be able to do what their main function is. You know what the main function of the government is to protect us from foreign and domestic threats.
Correct.
And also to pass legislation and law that can help regulate the society.
Right.
That's their main function. Their function isn't to manufacture, sell, market items and products. That's the reason why what they say in Cuba, Soviet Union. Communism doesn't work because the government can't be spread too thin.
Right.
The government has a main function, and they need to focus on one thing. That's why.
Protect the people.
Thank you. Protect the people. Let the market do what the market does. The market is the market. The government can't come in and just be. They can't set the rules and then try to sell everything, because that's not the government. That's not what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not living in a laissez-faire. A laissez-faire economy is when there's really no regulation and the market just does what it does. So we do have a lot of socialists. We have socialist programs, but the thing is, communism doesn't work in a body as big as the United States. We have two. If you want a black T-shirt instead of a white T-shirt, you can go to the store and just go buy. You could buy whatever T-shirt you want.
Oh yeah.
The government can't provide that, because then they would have to hire, or they would have to make a whole department that's a marketing department, a manufacturing department, and all that kind of stuff. They'd be spread too thin. Government would be way too big. So it's not an evil thing. Communism can work in a place like Madagascar, small island off of Africa. It could work there. But communism can't work in a place like America, especially now, where the market accommodates us for everything. If you want headphones, you have hundreds of brands of headphones that you can get. If you want shoes, you can get Adidas, Reebok, Nike, Jordan.
That's freedom.
Freedom, baby.
The
That's why
government
it don't work in America.
The government can't. They
Because you have
can't
a
do
choice.
that. So communism isn't a bad thing. It's just not a smart thing.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
I just want to know how you would take it. I brought this up to him when I had him on like 3-4 years ago. Now I'm going to ask you from your point of view,
Okay.
because a lot of people in this country say you are. Do you feel like as a black American you are oppressed? Someone's holding you back?
You'd have asked me this 5 years ago, I probably would have said yes. I'll say this right now. I'm not going to say that there's not oppression that's going on, but hell no. I don't feel oppressed. Want to know why? I could walk outside. I can go to the store. I could buy whatever the hell I want. I can drive wherever the hell I want. And yeah, maybe I'll get pulled over by a cop that doesn't like black people. So what? Fucking care. Who cares?
But that happens.
Or you might
But
get
that
your
doesn't
ass
mean-
beat
I don't think
by
you're not
by a
oppressed
cop
because
that's
of
black
that.
or Latino worse than.
Yo, listen, I had a bad experience with a black cop just as much as I had a bad experience with a white cop. Now,
It's like a system.
it wasn't the bad experiences that I've ever had was more frequently with white cops, but I would say that where in the proximity of where I live,
Where you
there's
live.
more white cops than there
Where
are
you
black
live,
cops.
yes.
So if you talk about statistics and probabilities, that's what's gonna happen. I think people need to stop this. So I'm not oppressed, man. I'm not oppressed.
Because you got people like LeBron James that comes out, delusional LeBron James, who's a billionaire playing basketball, doesn't have to work a day in his
I
life,
mean, that's the status quo, man. I mean, LeBron James.
comes out and says it's tough to be a black man in America.
I don't think it's too tough for him, though.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
I don't
It
think
might
it's
be
tough for him at
but
all.
Not for him.
He
He's
might.
Be sending
I
the message.
I think. What I'll say.
The messenger.
What I'll say in the black community is, even the rich blacks, they'll sit there and try to talk for the people that are at the bottom. They talk about a crabs in the barrel mentality, and
Like Jasmine Crockett.
I'll say, Jasmine Crockett, man.
The face of the Democratic Party.
Man, Jasmine Crockett. This is what I'll say. Jasmine Crockett is actually a really good politician because she lies very well. And if Jasmine Crockett was in the 60s, she'd be a superstar. If she was out there when Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was doing all that, Jasmine Crockett would be, woof. She'd have been in the history books, man. But listen, Jasmine,
Small communications era. There wasn't a lot of YouTube, Facebook,
man.
data to back.
Jasmine Crockett just wants to be a social media star. That's all she wants to be. I mean, when Jasmine Crockett first was like really like in the politics, she was very well spoken. She comes from what I understand, she comes from a nice neighborhood. Both her parents were lawyers, or at least one of them was lawyers. So she came from not humble beginnings. She at least was in the middle, the upper to middle class. So, you know, she's cosplaying as the ghetto black woman.
Yeah,
You know,
she always talk like that, right? She always be overdoing it.
I mean, look, she's playing the part, and
She's playing the game.
she's playing the game. So I'm not gonna hate on Jasmine Crockett for playing the game, but what I will say is that I don't think she's a good representation, not reputation. I don't think she's a good representation of not just black women, but black people in power. You know what I'm saying? I think what people don't understand is that when you have authority and power, you have a responsibility. Like, you can have a self-interest, but you have a responsibility to the masses. Because we're like ants. We're like worker ants. When you see ants walking around, they have purpose. You see ants moving in unison. You may see them grabbing leaves, grabbing stuff off the ground, and they have a system. Have a purpose, right? Because they're trying to plan for what? The winter or something like
All right,
that.
guys, Andrew's gonna head out, so let's say goodbye to him.
All right,
Again,
Andrew.
sorry that we didn't get enough of your sharing, but
No, that's
we
all right.
appreciate you
Yeah,
being
we
here.
appreciate Andrew.
All right, you got Jordan
Take
1s
care,
on.
buddy.
You good.
Yeah.
You got the Jordan 1s on. You good.
I got a question for Mark.
What's up?
How
Don't trip.
will voting for left or right, or how voting for Trump or a Republican administration is more beneficial to you than voting for a left-leaning administration? How does that benefit you on a day-to-day basis?
Like, what did you notice from the first time Trump was your president to now?
Well, I noticed that all the bad shit that they were saying about him, it just wasn't true. I mean, Trump is an asshole, but so what? He's from Queens, New York, and he's a shrewd businessman. What did y'all think? Like, he's a billionaire. So what? See, one of the problems with America is that we try to tone police people. We try to say, oh, yo, one of the things that they were talking about Trump recently is that he called that reporter Miss Piggy. Oh, should we have a president that says he's supposed to be a role model? So what, man?
I say.
So
like
what,
this.
bro?
I vote with my wallet. That's what I call. I'm gonna vote with my wallet.
Okay.
For example, like I have a job, not the best paying job, right? But I work, right?
Yeah.
Now let's
Even though
just
you're
say
oppressed.
I'm a homeowner. Right? I'm a homeowner, right? I bought a house. Me and my wife need $200. We're short on our mortgage. If I was to try to get some government help, I can't because I make too much money. Based
you make
on what they
too
think,
much.
right?
You make too much.
But I pay into the system. Right now, on your salary, on your wages, you make too much money accordingly to the government. So you won't get no help from the government. But somebody that's never worked a day in their life
Can't
is
eat off
gonna get a
that.
benefit that I pay into.
Yes.
So that's one. This is my frustration with the left, right? Second,
It's blind empathy.
yes, but it's all a game to stay in power.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
blind.
they
It's
have
blind
to, for
empathy.
example,
They refuse to acknowledge the fraud or the people that are taking advantage. My brother, I love my brother. My brother said something when he was like, I said something about, people taking advantage of the system, and one of the things that he said, the point that he made was, well, the United States has enough money. We can accommodate these people that are frauding. And I'm like,
yeah,
no.
that don't hurt me.
So what? Who cares if we,
it's
bro?
okay to steal.
We're
That's-
trillions of dollars in debt. Why should we accommodate people that are doing the bare minimum?
See, but I look at it
Like,
this way.
we shouldn't be doing.
the
That's not
politics.
smart.
It's always the politician, though.
Yeah.
Like it has nothing to do with us. Even like with the left, for example, if I was in that situation and I wasn't working, I'll be doing exactly the same thing. I'll be getting those benefits. If I didn't have a job, I'll run over to the web.
But
Get
you
some
would.
free
But,
food stamp,
here's
right?
the thing.
But
But
the
you would be
reason
getting
they
those.
do that-
But you would have to. But you would have to try to not make as much money.
Yes,
So they're
that's what I'm
basically
saying.
That's the
trying to-
game. They're trying to convince. They're motivating you
Yeah.
to stay in the
To
middle.
stay home. But I'm
You
gonna.
got to
this is what I'm
perpetually
trying to
stay
get
in the
at.
middle. You can't try to. They don't like competition.
They don't.
This is
One
what
of
I'm
the
trying to
things
get
about
at.
that's the thing about the left. The
reason
left
they
does not
do
like
that-
competition.
The reason they're doing that is because, for example, they can divide me, you, and him on different topics. ideology, religion,
Race.
sex, race. They
Yeah.
could divide us, right?
Yeah.
So because we're divided, we don't stick together and vote a certain way. But they can only do just one thing, is cut off your check. They're gonna vote that way all the time because again, this benefit. This is how they stay in power. They divide us, and then they be like, if you vote for Trump, you won't get your check. This is how they stay in power. There goes the great scheme of things. They're gonna stay in power.
But that's
as
the
long as they
problem.
can- Half of the country, or
That's
more than
the-
half of the country, is sitting on their ass, getting scraps for me and you and him to pay taxes,
And
then
that-
corporate America
Mhm.
pays
And
some
that's
taxes.
and that's where the talking point,
They'll separate
the
us.
the Democratic talking point about, well, Americans don't want to work certain jobs. I'm pretty sure if they went, if they're going to people who are already working and asking them, well, would you want to work on a farm? If I already have a job, I'm gonna tell you no. I'm not working on a farm. I'm not doing all that.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure if they went to those tent cities that are in LA and they walked around to the people that are homeless, ain't making no money, I'm pretty sure they're not getting no money because they're living out there. So if they ask any one of them, yo, would you work on a farm for $20 an hour?
Hell no.
No, I'm pretty sure they would work there.
No, but not if they're getting a check. You know.
I mean, if they're getting a check,
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
But like that talking point about, oh well, Americans wouldn't work certain jobs.
That's a lie.
That's
why,
a lie.
Why wouldn't they do that? Why would who are you? I need to know who you're asking. Like, who are you asking?
They're not asking anybody.
If they ask me, I'm gonna tell them no because I work at I got a decent job.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. But if I ain't working, how much are they paying? Okay, yeah, okay. I live outside. It's cold outside.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't
tell you
trying to be
something.
outside.
I'm gonna say that's gonna blow your mind. Do you know that about 70% of all the money ever created in this country was printed out during the last 20 months? 70% of all money ever printed or
Yeah.
created was printed in the last 20 months.
I believe it.
Damn.
So much money
That
where
seems kinda
this money is
inflationary.
going to all this aid to Iran, to not Iran, we don't make, but
And that's
to all
what
countries,
Ukraine.
right?
that's what Trump
And they
needs
get
to
that money back.
Trump needs to get a handle on that though.
That's ridiculous.
Because I gotta have smoke for both sides.
Yeah,
Trump needs to focus on here. You have enough. Listen, when Joe Biden was elected into president, I didn't see Republicans and conservatives in the streets marching, talking about. I didn't see anybody try to impeach Joe Biden. I didn't see an impeachment. I didn't see riots. I didn't see protests.
you know
I didn't
why?
see nothing.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because they can't pay you or me $20
to stand out
an
there with a
hour
sign.
to protest.
I'm not.
And
Trump
then
something.
the whole no king. No
But
king.
if you wasn't working, if you was somebody on the streets, right, that just needed $5 to get a bottle of vodka, right? And they give you $20, I'm gonna
Yeah,
wear a shirt
protesting
and
for liquor is
nobody-
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Protesting
They-
for liquor is nuts.
And this is real. This really happens. We're just brainwashed.
It's
out
nuts.
Here
It's
into
nuts.
just voting a certain way, and I'm gonna vote with my wallet. Trump is not good,
Son, that's
but
so,
Trump is the worst of all evil.
bro.
That's how I see it.
That's so shallow to be like,
You know what I'm saying?
yo, I'll get you a $5. I'll get you some liquor if you just protest.
That's crazy.
That's
Wait, what do you mean by
crazy,
Trump
bro.
is the worst of evil?
Meaning that, for example, he might be a billionaire, right?
the word?
And he
Yeah,
might even, because I don't trust no politician, right? So he might be in, for example,
it's like the best
if I'm
of
a
two evils,
politician,
right?
I got a budget, and taxpayer money is gonna go to, just say, building a school. And I'm
Yeah.
Trump. I'm gonna build a school. I might be crooked enough to say I'm gonna have my cousin build the school, right? And my cousin's gonna make some money out of it. But the school got built. This is the difference, right? When it comes to Democrats, most of the time, I'm gonna build 20 schools in Africa. They give that money to somebody we don't know. It
And
can't be
and
vetted.
only one school is
And
built,
then only one school gets built,
and the rest of the money
and the
is
money
put in
goes
shell
back into
accounts.
vote. It goes back into the politician.
it's
the people that
transferred
get it.
all around
Yeah.
the world until it
And I'm
hits
not saying
somebody
it
else-
because I'm blessed
hit-
or right.
hits
I'm
one of their
saying it
wallets.
because I go down like data and the numbers. This is what they do.
But here's the thing: Republicans and Democrats are corrupt in a different way.
Yes.
Both
What I'll say
parties
about
are.
Democrats, I think the Democrats are corrupt in a very arrogant way, to the point where even when you talk about the stuff that's happened in Minnesota, bruh, they said there was
Billions.
There was a lady going around to a Somalian woman who was like a leader in the community. Don't quote me on this, but this is what I've heard on the stories. She was going around to Somali families and asking them to put their kids in a program.
Do you have
for
a child?
autism.
Do
Yeah.
you know you could get paid if you only say this child
Has autism.
autistic, or he's
Yeah.
autistic, right? Yeah, I heard about it.
And then what's even worse is that one of the things is that even if Democrats get caught, if they get caught out there, they double down. Bro,
Yeah.
there's people in the Somali community in
People
Minnesota.
gonna go hungry if they do
No,
this.
not even that, bro. There are people in the Somali community saying that, yo, you Americans are jealous of us because we're doing so well.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Hold up. You got the government investigating you, and you went on the internet and said something like that?
Call me.
What?
Call me a
Y'all playing
self-hating.
checkers, man. This is crazy.
Call me self-hating, right? Because that's what a lot of people call me. You're self-hating or Latino, right? But let's just put, I think in Chicago, for an example, they closed a bunch of schools in Chicago because they didn't have money, so they had to cut the budget. You know what I'm saying? We can't build schools. They
Brandon
closed
Johnson
schools,
is he's
charter
a
schools,
disaster.
and they opened them right back
It's a
up a year
fucking
later
disaster.
to make it a shelter for migrants coming into the country.
Bro, in New York City, they closed down. Bro, they closed down schools. They said that there were certain schools that they shut down so they could put migrants in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, they shut them
And
down.
look. This is what
They
I'll
went
say.
into, what's that called? Over the internet.
What?
When you know how the kids went to school through the internet.
Oh yeah.
When the kids when you
It was just
son
a
is going
video.
to
It's the
school-
video stuff.
Huh?
Yeah,
what is that?
virtual. Yeah.
Virtual. We
Yeah,
did
they
that
went
during
virtual
2020,
learning.
2021.
After COVID, remember they did.
Yeah,
They
virtual.
were telling
after
parent-
COVID, so they
parent-
can make room for the migrants.
Parents,
That really happened.
parents got to go to work, and you're gonna sit there and tell them you can't bring your kid to school because we need this facility to house people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you can house these people, but you got mad homeless people outside, and you can't house Americans.
You know how they get away with it?
That's crazy to
So
me.
they will tell the
I don't
people that
understand.
they get affected, the parents that get affected by it, they will go on national television and be like, "Do you know that if you virtually teach your kids, their grades are gonna go up?"
Bro,
Shit like that, and people be like, "You know
No.
what? I'm okay with it because my kid is gonna do better."
There's
That's
no
a
st-
bunch of- they all failed.
I
They
don't
all
think
failed.
there's any statistics that prove that kids virtually
No,
have
that's-
done better.
Exactly.
There's
No,
no
a
stats
lot
that
of
prove
a
that.
lot of
Everything's
kids
the
got
opposite.
worse.
They got worse, right?
Everything got worse with that.
But that's what they were saying.
And
This is
why?
the left.
Think about this. I know how I was in high school. If they told me that I had to get in front of a laptop and just do some video stuff,
I couldn't do that.
but here's the thing, bro. I'm not taking that serious, bro. I didn't take it serious when I was in school.
Yeah, virtual
You're
learning.
gonna be like, okay, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be
hit
at
play.
I'm at home.
I'm leaving
I'm
now.
watching Netflix on the TV while I'm doing school.
We
I'm-
had
I'll sit there
iPads
like
in my
this.
school. We would FaceTime each other across the class.
Come on, son.
Play Temple Run.
And it goes back to what I was saying earlier about human beings don't understand how human beings are. It seems like a lot of people, they act like they live life how they wish it would be and not how it is. You're living based on how you feel reality should be, but that's a feeling.
Yeah, feelings not gonna pay the bills.
What are we talking
Not gonna help
about?
you.
We gotta meet reality where it is. Reality where it is that human beings, if they can, they're gonna take advantage. Why do you think that there's so much fraud and there's so much scamming going on? Because listen, once you get closer to the bottom, you're gonna find more fraud and scamming. Because if what they're saying is true, there's no opportunities, there's no jobs, there's no money. What do you think what's the number one imperative of a human being? Survival.
Yeah.
And you're gonna survive by any means necessary. You think I'm gonna die because I don't want to be politically correct? I don't want people to look at me a certain way, so I'm just gonna starve. No, you know what you're gonna do? You might scam somebody out of some food. You might be a squatter inside of a house that nobody bought yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You're gonna go outside. You're gonna panhandle. Even if you might have a car around the corner, you still panhandling. People are gonna do whatever it takes. And nowadays, because we're not really pushing family, a lot of people, it takes people it takes maybe like a lot of people change because of kids. If people ain't having kids no more, and you don't have nothing to live for, especially men. As a man, a man's imperative really is you need to have status. It's not about being pretty and handsome. That's
It's about working hard for your family.
It's about resources.
What can you bring to the table?
Resources, networking, respect, honor, integrity. If you don't have that, what kind of man are you really? And in the manosphere, men respect other men that take accountability, that actually have a skill set, that can talk, that show some type of leadership qualities, that aren't just yes men. We don't respect yes men. We respect men that produce results. And one of the things about the left, they don't really care too much about results. They really care about everybody singing kumbaya, sitting in a circle, holding hands, and all that kind of crazy shit. Like, that's not gonna. Economics don't work that way. Economics isn't about how you feel. You ain't gonna make money.
Yeah, that's
being
the
emotional
difference between the left and the right.
Why do you think, like, if you in prison, you can have an Aryan, Brotherhood, and you can have a Black Panther. They'll still break bread because we gotta survive. Listen, when we get out of prison,
how do they do and politicians can't? Because you're stealing, and I want to be stealing more than you.
how is it that someone that's a KKK member could work with a Black Panther in the prison because we understand survival, but a Democrat and a Republican can't work together? All because of what? What exactly is it?
Power, control.
No, because
Is it really
that?
No, it's because
it's still a little bit deeper than that.
It's simple. The party that's in power is the party that's gonna steal for the 4 years. That's why they don't mess with each other, and they're divided. It's like a little game. As long, and then they take turns.
Yeah, they make it white versus black.
Yeah. So
Well,
you see how they could divide the middle class. They could divide the middle class, but they can't divide all the people that's on welfare. You could say anything about them, but one thing, they're gonna get elected, and if they get elected, your food stamp will be gone.
Well, that's the
Your
thing.
healthcare will be gone.
Politics
Your
is
SSI will be gone.
Yeah.
They always scare people when it comes to economics. People need to eat.
fear is a good weapon.
Yeah.
It's a
Fear is big
tool-
for politics.
It's a tool and a weapon. If somebody comes on, I've seen Black people. I'll say Ricky Smiley, the comedian. Ricky Smiley went on the internet and said, "Yo, people's rights are being taken away. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared." He got fucked. This dude is a fucking celebrity,
Yeah.
and he living good.
Yeah.
Yo, Black people, yo, ICE gonna come. They're gonna come. If they're taking them, they're gonna take you too.
Oh, he came out like that.
Oh, he was coming like that.
Yeah, they try to radicalize.
And let me say, if not Ricky, I heard Ricky Smiley saying stuff like that. And don't quote me on that, but there's people within the Black community that will say, "Yo, if they're taking them, they're gonna take you too." Dog, I'm a citizen. Why they're not gonna do that?
Oh, I got a question.
Like, why would you go on then this is another thing when
Yeah.
I'm talking about responsibility and integrity. Why would you go on the internet where millions of people are at and tell Black people, "Yo, ICE is gonna take you too"? Where are they gonna take us to?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Where are they? They're gonna deport us where, to
What
Africa?
you say? Next,
We're not African.
next people up.
We're
is gonna be the
Americans.
African Americans. They're gonna deport you back to Africa.
Bro,
This
we
is
ain't
it.
from
We're
Africa, man.
no,
We're from America. We're Americans.
But people don't. You see, that's common sense, right? Would somebody be like, "What? You mean they're gonna take my citizenship?
Son,
You mean they're gonna unborn you?
I don't get it, bro. But
They get their way.
what do you mean?
By always
I have a social
infiltrating the
security.
African community.
I got a social security card. I got a birth certificate. I'm from America.
Yeah.
Where are they gonna take me? They can't do it.
Yeah, I don't have nowhere to go.
Why are you
Is
coming?
that fair?
Why are you telling us this? Why? And then not only why are you telling us this? Why are people believing you?
Yeah, that's my issue.
And that's what I'm, son. You have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to tell the truth. Just because you don't like Donald Trump. And let me say this for the record: I don't really care about Donald Trump. He never did nothing personally for me. But Donald Trump is the leader that we have. Deal with it.
Oh, no,
we had
let's
to
say-
deal with John. We had to deal with.
Like I said, the evils. Compare the evils because you say politics. Compare the evils. If you compare Trump with other things, the First Step Act. Let's start going down the line so people know. You know what I mean? Where the left, like Joe Biden, incarcerated people for a piece of crack like that big. If you got caught selling it, you get 5 to 10 years. So if you got caught with 4 little rocks in your mouth when you hustling, right? You might have done 20 years. But then this guy, that's white.
First Step
This
Act.
is in the 90s.
But
Would have
that's not
got caught
even
with an
that,
ounce and got a drug program.
that wasn't a Republican talking point. First Step
No,
Act.
it's a Democrat. What I'm trying to say, they use
No, I know, but Donald Trump wasn't
look,
supposed to do that.
coke. Crack is coke. Crack is coke, right?
Yeah.
Whites
Basically.
were known for sniffing it, right? And then black stigma. was known
Coke
for
is a rich
smoking it,
man's
right?
drug. Crack is a poor man's drug.
But it's exactly. So what they do is, this guy got a bunch of time for it, and this guy got a free drug program paid for by the taxpayers.
But check this out. Check this out.
It's a game.
As unfair as that seems, that was the law then. So guess what? If you got crack, if you got coke,
Yeah.
don't get caught
Don't
or
get
just don't do it. You don't get to protest in the streets and say it's not fair that I had crack and I'm getting locked up now. No,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you knew the law.
Yeah. You knew the rest.
What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, of course, if you're in that game, you're gonna be like, oh man, yo, this sucks. No, guess what? Choose something else to fucking do, bro. Just don't sell no fucking.
That's
Just
what,
don't sell
that's
no
what
crack
I
while
mean
he's
by
president.
vote with your wallet.
Just don't do
If you're
it.
a criminal, right?
Yo.
You're gonna vote a certain way, right? If you're a taxpayer, you're gonna vote a certain way. If you're a gun holder, you're gonna vote a certain way. If you are a Second Amendment advocate, right, and you vote liberal, no matter how anything else affects you, all you want is your gun and be able to protect yourself. You're gonna vote conservative, right?
Yeah.
This is called division. This is how they divide us,
But
right?
but
no
that-
matter about what happens, if I want my gun, right? If I want to be able to protect myself, I'm gonna have to vote that way. And I'm not happy with the right, and I'm not happy with the left. But I gotta vote with my wallet. What benefits me? So if I want to still have my gun to protect myself, I'm gonna vote conservative. If you want to keep your food stamps, go ahead. You can vote liberal.
Yeah.
We all divided, and if you don't educate yourself, and
So
know the
do we get
game,
rid of the 2-party system?
nah, because you need a
there's
competition.
no way. There's no way. to-
You
I
need
just think
competition.
people need
Even
to-
Trump, even Trump came out and said he doesn't want just there to be just Republicans just running shit. He said
No,
that
I don't mean
competition
that.
is always
That's what
good.
you should have that independence.
Sword
Yeah,
swap
we
the
have
sharper
it.
sword.
No, you don't have party identity. Bipartisan.
Okay, so it's just
We got
people so just people just run on whatever they feel.
Because
is-
if you look
is
at the
what
House,
culture, wherever the culture is going, that's
you look
where
at
they
the House, you
Yeah,
look
we
at the
got
Senate.
5-6 parties.
They're always gonna vote against each other.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say you and us three are running. We don't run as a Republican or Democrat.
just independence.
We vote for based on what we believe in, and people are gonna vote for one of us three.
See, that's true democracy. Honestly,
People vote for one of us.
that's true democracy.
They're not voting for us because of the party. They're voting what they like about our policies.
If you for climate change, you'll pay more in gas. It's a game they play, you know? You're gonna pay more in gas. Now, have a good one. Have a good one.
All right, man.
It's a game that they play.
It's a game that they play.
It's the game that they play.
But
and
that's
you're like
politics,
obligated
man.
to play it.
Listen, politics is checkers and chess.
But people
Because
don't
there's
get
different layers, man. You got to peel back the layers. Whatever they tell you, if you have somebody, if people are coming out saying, "Oh, well, the reason why people didn't vote for Kamala Harris is because she's a woman." Well, yeah, you know what? That is part of that is true. Maybe some people, because the culture is what men need to lead. Women complaining that men ain't leaders. So why would you vote for a woman to lead? Men need to lead. It's
But to
it's
be
not
a-
it's
but
not
to
just
be a
it's not-
leader and a man. You gotta give in to everything they want, right? You gotta work. You gotta provide. You
Yeah.
gotta be sensitive.
I mean, you got to just be a man.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, but to them, what's a man? Nowadays, if you stand up for yourself, you're toxic.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, I mean, we're living in soft times. We're living in times where someone will tell you, even if you're telling them the truth, they'll tell you that you're wrong because of the way you said it to them.
Yeah, the way you.
Oh, you need to help. Listen, maybe you should put down the fried chicken and the macaroni and cheese, and maybe you'll lose some weight. They want you to talk to them like that.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, yo, you fat as fuck. Like, maybe you should just stop eating. Like,
You gotta be a
like,
little bit
yo,
more sensitive.
you look bad right now. Yo, you looking bad.
Yeah.
And
There's
you'll,
no middle ground. There's no middle ground.
Yeah, speaking,
You
what
can't
happened
say
to
it
your,
right.
like your sideburn? Why is it like straight?
huh? Why is it straight?
Yeah.
I made it like that.
Because that's what he took
Wait,
it.
do I have to be more sensitive?
That was good.
That
was good, 'cause you had me, I was like, oh, shit.
He's like, he's straight.
You got this guy over here that looks like
I ain't get a cut in like 8
John.
Billy Blanco
Blanco
from the
Travolta.
Bronx.
He looks like John Leguizamo.
like when
Billy Bronco from the
the
Bronx.
You don't comb your hair?
That is.
You don't comb your hair?
Yeah, I comb my hair, but it's always in a hat. So
Billy Bronco. You seen what was it?
yeah, you know what's crazy?
Carlito's Way.
He's talking about the same guy you're talking about.
You said John Leguizamo.
yeah.
Have you seen Carlito's Way?
Yeah.
Billy
Oh.
Bronco from the Bronx.
I feel like we talked
He killed
about
Al
a lot today.
Pacino.
We
Killed
talked
Al. He put a hot one in Al
Real quick, I
Pacino.
got
too.
one more topic.
Yeah, what we got?
What's up?
To me, it's the spending, like Ukraine, and I sympathize with people.
Yeah,
that
we've
at
been
war, people
even
that's
Trump's
not
been
there.
giving money. I don't get that.
But I think, and you know, that's a scam too. I don't like that when he was like, "Oh, we're not giving money no more. They're buying weapons through NATO." Don't we pay about 30% of the NATO budget?
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get with Trump.
You know
Well,
what I'm
Judy,
saying?
you have any questions for us, or you want to come on quick?
Like, not today. He's like, "You're not
All right, come
happy."
over here
Merry
quick.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
Come over here quick. Yeah,
Like, make care
Just
over
don't-
the wires.
don't trip over the wire.
Don't worry.
Over the wire.
It's past
over the
mine,
20
too. Don't
wires
worry about
you
that.
know.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
He wants to give you a hug before you go.
Wait.
Get that piece of it.
All right, we got Judy over here.
Hi, Judy.
All right, the
How
camera's
you
right
doing,
there.
Judy.
Hi, everybody.
Right there.
Hi, everybody.
So Judy
Coming
was.
to you from the Saravo residence. It
Hi.
has been a fantastic party, and we have one of our hosts here, Douglas Saravo, and we have this very
Louis.
Lewis, and we have Miles. Okay.
So we had Judy on an episode like 3 years ago. You remember that?
Damn, that's so far.
yes, we did with
That's so far
Carolyn
away.
and Jim.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was rough.
that was rough.
That was a little rough. I don't know. That couple, interesting.
So I ask her a question.
Yeah, what do
Question
you
right
wanna ask
before she leaves.
You have a. All right, quick question before we let you go. Do you think we should still be involved with Ukraine?
No, we shouldn't. We need to mind our business and take care of our own people.
Thank you.
Thank you,
yes.
Judy.
Right?
Thank you.
Judy, yes. I
Yeah.
love it. I love
Right?
it.
We had to
need
get
more
Judy
people
on
like
there.
us.
Yes.
Judy knows I love her. She's
We
my
got- we
favorite.
We got too much stuff going on over here.
That's right. We need to take care of
Take
our
care
own
of our own
people,
people.
our own middle class, our own veterans.
Americans.
That's right.
American first, man. Let's
That's
talk
right.
Americans.
That's right.
Americans. We got
gotta
too many
take care
homeless
of business
people.
here.
Too many homeless people. Too many veterans.
Too many-
Yes.
That's right.
America first, baby.
That's right. And our middle class is suffering because of all of this.
Yeah,
We have to
yeah.
get back on track and worry about us first.
Yes.
Thank you, Judy.
I just
We-
wanted to go back to where one person could actually have a job and maintain and pay all the bills,
I agree,
and
Louis. I
somebody will
love
stay
it.
home, right?
I love it.
Now it's like take two, it's like everything's too expensive.
Right. And the family unit is suffering because
Yes.
there's no one there for the children.
Yeah, right.
And that's all. Yo, the kids. Everybody that's a kid right now is gonna be an adult in the future. They're
That's
gonna be the
right, Miles.
politicians.
Yep.
They're gonna be the politicians, the teachers, the governors, the firefighters, the police officers, and we have all this other crap that we're talking about, which doesn't mean anything. Like trying to change kids into other genders. That's nothing. That's a nothing burger. We need to talk about. We need kids to be engineers, plumbers, electricians. We need police officers, firefighters. We need people
We
that
don't need
care about.
therapists and social workers
But-
and all that.
bro. Yo, this,
We could use
That's
them
the
all.
problem. We have too many therapists telling
Yeah,
the
too-
kids that they're the wrong gender.
Yeah.
We need mommies to stay home and watch
Yep,
their
and watch
kids.
it.
and we need men to
And
step
let-
up and be leaders.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
All right,
All right.
we're recording.
Yeah, we live.
I thought you, I didn't know you had a microphone. I'm sorry.
That's all
Hey,
right.
it's all right.
I just wanted to say.
You're beautiful.
Merry Christmas,
Thank you. Merry
man.
Christmas. I know you, I know my son, but you, I don't know.
Miles.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I know this beautiful girl here. Jovi, nice to meet you. I don't mean to cut you, but I gotta go pick up my son Scott from work.
All right.
All
Merry
right.
Christmas, thanks for coming to my house. You guys are more than welcome to come out of here anytime. Any
Thank
friends of my
you,
son,
these are
friends you guys-
I'll be here again.
Yeah, Miles.
So anytime you guys want to come by, I'll be back in about like a half 40 minutes. Hopefully you guys are still here. If not,
Yeah.
God bless you. Merry
God
Christmas.
bless,
All right,
man.
God bless you.
Good to
Enjoy
see
it.
you, man.
Thanks, man.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother.
Merry Christmas, son. Be careful. All right, everyone. Merry Christmas and
Thank
a
you,
very
Judy.
happy, blessed
I love
New
you,
Year.
Judy. I love what you say. I love you, Judy. Good to see you, man.
Love you, babe. All right, guys.
Next time we'll get Carolyn on.
Maybe we could do a show with you. I would love to.
Yeah, one day we
I would
will.
love to have a. Yeah, we'll have a good time. A merry old time.
So
Very
Old
old.
time.
yeah, for sure.
I'm in here, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do more
I'm
of
in
these.
here. Oh, they're liberals.
Carolyn is.
Oh, she gonna hate me. She gonna be like, "You're black. How can you be a conservative?" I'm like, hey, well.
Yeah, but she's good.
True liberal.
No, she's not.
She's not a woke,
Yeah, she's not woke.
She has that fear I be talking
but she's a little
about.
too understanding.
Guilt.
I know
think it's
we have a
guilt.
lot of blind.
Oh, yeah, I
we
think
have a
it's
lot
guilt.
of, in my opinion, we have a lot of blind empathy, where we have to care about every little group of people. Next thing we're gonna have a parade for people with nine toes.
Right.
Oh, well, they have 9 toes. It's not fair. I mean, we need to have a parade for what? Why? Who
Yeah.
cares? Oh, well, the people that are bald. Yeah, we need to have a.
Yo,
Yeah, we're gonna have matter of fact, we're gonna have a holiday for bald people.
Yo.
You know? Yeah, like that's really important. It's not important, man. Like
We'll
let's
have
get
my
we need to get back to
parade.
where we was.
Everybody's got to know what everybody
entitlement. It's no longer the land of opportunity. It's the land of entitlement.
Right. But not only that, but people don't understand everyone in life is going through something. You're going through something in life, you're going
Yes.
through something, I'm going through. Everybody has good things that they go through.
Exactly.
Bad thing.
Uh
You
huh.
don't have to air your whole.
No, you don't.
You don't need to air.
But that's what social media gave everybody a platform
Right.
and a microphone. They gave people who aren't qualified to talk a platform to talk. Like if I want to hear about science, I'm gonna talk to a scientist. I'm not gonna talk to somebody that just has an opinion about science. I don't care about your opinion. I want to talk to this guy that's an expert.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, because they want everybody to be equal,
Mm-hmm.
we all equal. You can't manufacture equality.
No,
You can't say, "Oh, well, I'm taller than you, so we're not equal in height." I might be like, I know I'm better in math than you, so we're not equal in math. I could drive better than you, so we're not equal in that. How are we equal? You guys are just trying to manufacture this stuff, and while you're trying to manufacture it, you're creating inequality.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, what people, we're all human beings, so we all have to respect each other. That doesn't mean we
It's
have
the
to
social
agree with
contract.
the lifestyle. That doesn't mean we have to agree with opinion. It doesn't. We don't have to. We can agree to disagree. What we have to agree on is that I have to respect you. I have to respect you. I have to respect you, and I have to respect your opinion. And respecting you doesn't mean I have to hang out with you.
And I don't have to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, respect. I don't.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have. It's about the social contract. There's a social contract amongst human.
We're gonna have Miles over more often.
Look,
You gotta love yourself enough.
there's
That's
a
all that is.
there's a social contract amongst human beings, where if you ever watch like old westerns,
Yeah.
you'll see that when people used to travel, when there was a group of people that used to come on a road, they may hide because they may get robbed, they may get killed, there may be bad stuff that will happen.
Yeah.
There was no real social contract.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like dog eat dog. It's like Darwinism. Whoever the strong is the strong. There's a social contract amongst human beings where when I come to you and I see you, hey, how you doing? How's your day? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna take advantage of you because I feel like I can. The social contract between us is I'm gonna give you respect because you're a fellow, you're also a human being just like me, regardless of race and gender. We just have a mutual respect, and that's what separates us from the animals. Because in the jungle, it's all about a hierarchy. The lion is the king of the jungle because he can kill anything in the jungle. Amongst human beings, the reason why we're higher than animals is because
You got the choice not to.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We can make that intellectual
decision.
and the decision needs to be that we all respect each other.
Yeah.
And you know, this philosophy of this hatred of hating people who you don't agree with. Why are you hating people?
Yeah, they went.
Disagree with them, that's it. That's as far as
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hate people, you wish them dead.
They went as far. Remember during Thanksgiving, I don't know if y'all seen it. Joy Reid went on her platform and said, "If your family members don't share the same political view as you, you should leave them and you should not talk to them."
Yeah.
What about the
What?
what about
Like you have
Thanksgiving? If you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're evil.
if
Because
you're
celebrating
Yo.
genocide. Yeah.
If you disagree, so don't talk about the topic.
Oh, what about I never look at it that far? I'm just
Yeah, I want to think, oh, you're celebrating
And-
genocide.
yeah.
about what might have.
see accountability nowadays is kryptonite. People won't want to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong." People don't understand that amongst human beings, when you actually admit that you're wrong, we actually respect that.
Yeah.
You'll get more respect. Your status might actually go, "Oh, wow, he actually he apologized. He said he was wrong." We respect that kind of stuff. But if you double down on stupid and then still demand respect from me, there's no way.
And you know, to be the person who says you have to be all inclusive and then be the person to say hate the person that doesn't agree with you. It's an oxymoron.
It's an
Like, what are
oxymoron.
you know, on one hand you're saying, well,
Yeah.
treat everybody equally, and then on the other hand you're telling people,
It-
oh, hate whoever doesn't agree.
Hypocrisy.
Yes. That's
And they're on TV telling you this. They'll say one thing on Monday they say this, on Tuesday they say that,
right.
and then you call them out about it, and then they'll gaslight you. Oh, what do you mean? I didn't say that. Oh wait, run the tape.
Run the tape.
We run the tape, and then they're like, "Well, that's not what I really meant." What?
And how people don't see that and remember it is beyond.
Yeah, they're hypocrites. So we're going to wrap the show up there.
Yes, sir.
As always, Lewis, you've been a guest before. I appreciate you coming on. Miles, first time ever.
I'm definitely coming.
You're
back
gonna be
here.
back, I know
love it.
for
I love
sure.
it. I love it.
Judy, appreciate you on as always. Looking forward to having us all together with Carolyn. That's going to be great.
All right, cool. I'm in.
So, Judy,
with
get
it.
home safe, and I
I'm
appreciate you
coming
coming
back,
to another
baby.
party.
You got it.
I'm
Merry
coming back,
Christmas and
baby.
Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Love your set. This is cool. Very cool. I feel like I'm at an official. The only part I can't watch is what's the Kelly brothers because I love his wife.
Yeah.
It's what he does.
This is cool. I like this.